when it was 2021, I'd set the goal for better grades. So I start studying, I start doing my homework, I start taking the classwork, I start listening to the teacher and what the teacher's saying and teaching about this topic and that topic and analyzing like crazy. So over the course of failing my tests, failing my test, failing my test, failing my test, I just make the goal, plan, and keep pushing for the better grades. And a few months later, it's the end of the grade, the end of the trimester. Finally, I have way better grades. It's skyrocketed, and now from a 3.000, it's a 3.1111. Finally, after all that hard work, finally, after all that energy, time, breathing, focus that went into this, finally have the end result, the accomplishment, the achievement. Finally. So, what were some of the past mistakes that you've probably made too? I've made, and you've made, and the other guy next to you probably made. What was the mistake? First one, not setting goals. This at the starting point is a very, very, very big mistake. A very big mistake. Because when you don't set goals at all, when you don't do anything, when you're in the video game, you don't aspire to push towards the video game boss level. You're just at the starting point doing nothing. You don't have any loot, no material, no power ups, no XP boosts, no energy, no superpowers, no super ability, no super energy, nothing. Nothing, zip, zip, nada. And you're just at the starting point doing absolutely nothing. This is what happens when you don't set goals at all. You just stay at the starting point and you don't even move, and the video game becomes boring. Why did I even install this video game? Why am I even playing this? So, this is why it's very important to set goals. Now, the second mistake. The second mistake is being afraid that it fails. You don't achieve the goal. You don't achieve the end result. So, when you set the goal to go to the boss level, and you're at level 0, you're at the starting point, you don't have anything. All you do is set the goal to just push. Yeah, you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing and you're pushing. Slowly, the boss level, the goal, it's coming in closer and closer and closer. You meet. You try and get the goal. You try and defeat the boss. Then you fail. Then you fail and you're back to square one where you have nothing. And you're at your complete starting point. You don't have a single penny. Not 1 ounce of what you had. But you still learn something. You still learn something. Avoid this monster because he's gonna mess up 80 points of my HP. Don't do this because that's gonna take 60 points of my HP. Don't do that. Well, in the boss level, don't do this and this and this and this and this and this. And it's like the same exact thing with your goals. This whole video game idea and goal idea, it's like the same exact thing. It's like the same exact thing. When you set the goal, you don't achieve it. Okay, you try again. but you still have all those learning lessons. Yeah, you failed again, but you try again. You have all those learning lessons. More and more and more and more knowledge and wisdom cultivates. You accomplish your goal. You defeat the boss in the boss level. And you achieve the goal. Mission complete. Objective complete. This is what happens. This is what happens when you fail. You fail the goal you plan to achieve and you work towards it. This is what happens. Over time, all those great inventions, whether it be the light bulb, whether it be finding a machine that does a function which exists today, whatever it may be, it required countless and countless and countless of trial and error. Like in science, trial and error. Trial, error, trial, error, trial, error. And then you finally get the end product, end result. You achieved getting the end result to getting the end product. Getting the total. So, what's another mistake? Another mistake is when you set the goal, you make the plan, and you work towards it. Suddenly, bam, an obstacle. Oh, but bro, I don't have time. I don't have time to focus on the homework. I don't have time to finish that classwork in class because I'm focusing on playing chess the entire time. All these weeny little tiny excuses which push you back all the way to the starting point, the starting level. Because the small mistake will cause the biggest shift. And that smallest mistake, although it seems so minuscule, causes you to go all the way back to your starting point. So when that obstacle comes, don't just stop. Don't just stop there while there's a wall preventing you from moving. Don't just stop. Find a way to circumnavigate around it. Circumnavigate around the obstacle, climb over it, get over it, and keep pushing. Keep moving. Just keep moving. No matter how many losses you'll take, keep moving. No matter what failure you had in the past, keep moving. Just keep moving. Keep pushing. If it's by 1 centimeter, keep moving. You see, because when you let the fear and you have doubt against yourself, self-doubt, you destroy yourself, you don't do anything, you stay exactly at your starting point. Because everybody told you and you have self-doubt, and now you don't feel like you can achieve anything, and your willpower is literally sapped away from you. Sapped. So over the countless and countless and countless of failures you encounter, you must learn to keep moving. So the majority of TikTok scrollers and video game players have probably went back to their couch, pulled out their phone, played their video game, or went to TikTok and saw these influencers saying, oh, but this and this and this and this, look at this fragrance, look at this and that. and they become so distracted in this world. But I'm only here to help out my boys. So, why should you set goals in the first place? And like I mentioned earlier, all those mistakes, it's so that you get the exact opposite, on the contrary of what all those outcomes happen. Because when you set goals, say you don't achieve the goal, you learn something, you climb back on the ladder, you climb back on that bike, and you try again. You fail, try again. You dust yourself off, get back on the bike. Go again, 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 and again, and again, and again. And finally, boom! You achieved the goal, you made the outcome happen, you made the achievement, and the mission is accomplished. But when you achieve the goal, either way, when you first try and you succeed, or it takes 1,000 tries and then you succeed, you take a lot of learning lessons with you. It just resides in your mind. All those failures, all those small little wins and victories, it's engraved in your mind and it kept you as a learning lesson. Now it's just engraved in your brain, your cerebral cortex. And now you can teach it to everybody else because you achieved the goal. There's so much significance when you achieve the goal after so much hard work, hard focus, hard concentration, hard determination, and hard willpower. Hard willpower that just keeps you pushing and pushing and pushing. There's so much significance after you achieve the goal, the end result, the end product. You get something that's magnificent, that looks beautiful, that looks great at the end. After so much force, so much energy has been applied to try and achieve the goal, you have it. And you can reap all the rewards. Picture it, all the rewards. All the rewards, whatever it may be, whether it be your health, you become better at learning, you get the best grades, whatever it may be. You get to reap all the rewards. You get to just take it super easily after all that hard work. So, work hard, relax later. Because when you set the goal, you set the plan, and you keep pushing, eventually, no matter what happens, no matter what outcomes happen, you will achieve an accomplishment at the end. You will achieve the goal, the end product, the end result, after trial and error. Because that's how it works. That's how it works. The system in which people succeed. Because a loser is a loser because maybe he doesn't lose at all. Maybe he doesn't lose at all in terms of trying to go for something and losing. But he's losing deep within because he's not taking any action. 2 years pass, 3 years pass. A guy who's been failing countlessly and countlessly and countlessly. He comes out the other end and he becomes a winner. This is the difference between a loser and a winner. A winner, no matter how many times they fall down, they'll get back up. One more time. One more time. Just one more attempt. Just one more try. And they'll always keep going and going and going and going. And they'll always keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So take this as your sign. To make a goal, set a plan, and push. So, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Other than that, welcome to the Brotherhood.